Newport Beach, California is a SoCal city that frequently makes its way onto TV, from shows such as Arrested Development, Real Housewives of OC, the new spin-off of Selling Sunset, Selling the OC, and my all-time favorite, The OC. In fact, The OC went as far as contrasting Newport with the city of Chino, California, where a wealthy family rescued a troubled teen from and brought him to Newport in order to showcase it being a total paradise in contrast. But growing up, I always wanted to know, is Newport a TV fantasy or an actual paradise? So I am here in Chino, California. Truthfully, I don't know much about real-life Chino, so I'm not going to make assumptions about this place. But I wanted to make a real-life journey down the coast from Chino to Newport, just like they did in the pilot of The OC. So, from Chino to Newport Beach, California, here we come. Welcome to the OC, bitch. This is how it's done in Orange County. I do have to acknowledge that parking was so incredibly bad. It took me a good half hour to find a spot, but I'm here now on this beautiful beach facing these beachfront mansions. This is definitely why Netflix's Selling Sunset recently expanded to spin off the show from Los Angeles to Newport, because the houses here are a dream. And I'm gonna take my skateboard out to this bike path which runs along all of these houses to show you just how beautiful they are. Let's go for a cruise the Newport way. I am drooling for all of these beautiful homes. It feels like there's endless amount of homes here on the Balboa Peninsula. So how much could they be, really? Okay, so according to Realtor.com, the median home price in Newport Beach is a whopping $3.9 million as of July 2022, increasing from $3 million a year prior. And some of these beachfront homes in the Balboa Peninsula are currently on the market for $17 million. And that's not even the most expensive you will find in Newport. Home for sale. There's a lot of supply, but a lot of demand. I needed to get off the bike path for a minute because there are like 1,000 people from a bike group coming to pass by, so I don't want to get swamped. What the? If only I had a bike, but I figured this would be a good time to make a stop and take a picture. 10 years ago, in my teenage years, when I visited Newport, I took a photo in my dad's Mustang convertible rental that this would be my life in 10 years. Now, it didn't exactly work out that way, because 10 years later, I did move to California, but I got a Toyota. What the heck? Let me take a picture in front of these mansions and manifest my lifestyle here in 10 years. Okay, now let me get back on this bike path and join this bike crew. So in the OC, they pretended that the Redondo Beach Pier in Los Angeles was the Newport Pier. So that is a TV fantasy. But there's not one, but two piers here in Newport, the Newport Beach Pier and the Balboa Pier. And I'm right here on the Balboa one. The water though is like a Caribbean blue. Now that is a real life paradise. And outside the Newport Pier is the plaza with all of these surf shops, restaurants, and bars, and coffee shops. Pretty cool. I found the bike crew. Again, even in the neighborhoods, beautiful houses all around. How do I afford one? Okay, so I'm on my way to the Wedge right now, which is a landmark here in Newport. Let me show you why. Okay, and south of the Balboa Pier is the Wedge. This is a famous surfing spot because the waves can hit as high as 30 feet. People have literally died and been paralyzed at the Wedge. So beginner surfers, don't you dare. Sadly though, today the waves aren't that big and there's people swimming in it. That might be the biggest we're gonna see today. But this is still a really nice spot just to hang out here at the West Jetty Park and watch all the boats going around the harbor. And where are the yachts? Oh, and here's what to do if you get caught in a rip current. This is something everyone should know. Swim parallel to the shore. It could save your life. Ooh, kayaks. Okay, so Newport is a town all about the boating culture. On the OC, Seth Cohen made one of his hobbies sailing. So I don't know how to sail and I don't have my boating license, but I think I can make a kayak work. Let's get out into the bay. Such a beautiful day to go kayaking here in Newport Beach. This current though, ooh, there are a lot of people out kayaking. It's a popular activity here in Newport. This is what life is all about. Just get out and enjoy it. I'm in a really good mood today. Okay, so on Arrested Development, the show is known for the Bluth frozen banana stand where they sold frozen bananas here in Newport. Sadly, Bluth frozen banana does not exist IRL, but Newport Beach is actually known for frozen bananas for reasons I do not know. But there are two really popular stands here in Balboa Island, and I'm gonna go check them out. Okay, so there's two frozen banana stands. We have Dad's and Sugar and Spice. Both of them claim they're the original. The last two times I was in Newport, I actually tried both frozen bananas and got attacked by pigeons, but I wanted to try the famous Balboa Bar this time instead. Ice cream dipped in chocolate, and these are incredible. Oh, but you wanna know what's never a fantasy? California Mexican food. Oh my god, look at that burrito. So, a quick 3 to 5 minute ferry ride from Balboa Island takes you or your vehicle to the Balboa Peninsula, which is the fun zone, also where the Wedge is. It's also where they based that famous OC scene with Misha Barton and Ben McKenzie's first kissing scene. Balboa Fun Zone has such a cool vibe and basically an everyday carnival. Okay, so I didn't watch The Real Housewives of OC, but I could only imagine it was a show with rich Newport housewives showing off their high-end fashion. And here in Newport, there is South Coast Plaza in Costa Mesa and Fashion Island. Time to go shopping. This probably has to be the nicest mall I've ever been to. I've been here a few times before, but I'm happy to be back. It's just so elegant and classy and clean. Let me show you around. If your mall has a koi pond, you're in a wealthy area. Like, imagine being a fish and living at Fashion Island. Fashion Island has got me. I had to stop in Lululemon and now I spent over $100 on new workout clothing. when in Newport. Also, show me another mall where you have the ocean in your background as you shop. So I picked a really good spot for sunset here at Corona Del Mar, right across the harbor from when I was at the Wedge near Pirates Cove. We got these beautiful overlooks here in Newport. I actually changed into my Lululemon workout gear that I bought at Fashion Island because I figured why not go for a sunset run along the beach, because it's, again, such a beautiful night out and it's going to be an amazing sunset.
Would you hold me if I told you we can just run away? So come, my darling, let me help you. We can follow the sun and leave the rain for.
So, Newport Beach, TV fantasy or actual paradise? Listen, just like anything we see on the screen, some elements to Newport are a fantasy. For me, I can remember being just a kid and romanticizing this place I saw on TV that is still relevant on the screen today. From the mansions, the Wedge, the frozen bananas and Balboa Bars, the Fun Zone, to the Bay, Fashion Island, and Corona Del Mar, I'd have to argue why living here and buying a mansion is unreachable for most people, including myself. It does serve as a real-life aspirational lifestyle I think many of us want to attain. It's why there are TV shows such as Selling the OC and The OC. The lifestyle and beautiful backdrop of this city makes me feel like I'm in a different reality. Whether I ever live in Newport or not, in this moment, right now, it's pretty damn cool that I got to spend a day in real-life Newport Beach, making my TV fantasy a real-life paradise. So, just like the iconic quote, "Welcome to the OC, bitch. This is how it's done in Orange County."